We are not doctors. Nothing in this podcast should be taken as medical advice. Consult your physician before starting any workout routine. This is the Martial Heart Podcast.
Hey, hello everybody. Welcome back. And it is Tuesday, September 17th. And this is your daily update for now. It's going to be a quick one. Don't have a lot of time tonight, but just wanted to get on and let everybody know that I'm doing okay. Today was another day at work and then another day of cardiac rehab. And everything seems to be going well. They haven't kicked up the intensity yet on the cardiac rehab. I'm expecting them to do that on Thursday when I go back. The lady tonight told me that they usually reevaluate things on Thursdays and boost them when they need them. So maybe Thursday things will be a little bit different. But for now, it was the same thing, just walking at a 20-minute mile pace and with a 85, 87 heart rate, which really wasn't anything. But it really made me think today. I know they don't want to really work my heart right now, and that's fine. Still in the recovery phase, but it really made me think about the fact that there is no strength without struggle, and it's not even a concept. It's the reality of the human body. You don't gain strength without struggle. Even if you're you're trying to strengthen in your body, whether it's your mind, to strengthen it, you have to struggle. You have to learn new things. You have to learn new ways of thinking. You have to learn how to solve those math equations, and or learn that foreign language. You have to strengthen your mind through a struggle of some sort. You have to just open new pathways for your brain to work. But the same is true for any muscle. If you want your chest to strengthen, you have to struggle. You have to do exercises that are going to put strain on that muscle group and cause it to struggle to get by. And then you feed it, and it grows and it gets stronger. Which was something that this walking thing annoys me, because I used to say it all the time that walking isn't doing anything for you. If the only way it does something for you, in my opinion, is if you're a sedentary person and you're doing nothing, get up and go for a walk, that's fine. But if you already walk, if you're already capable of walking at a normal pace for any length of time, going for a walk isn't strengthening anything in your body. It might be helping you maintain the ability to walk, but you're not going to walk any farther or any harder or uphill or carry a ruck or anything like that, because you aren't struggling. If you're just casually walking, which is what they have me doing, this week, it isn't doing anything for me. It isn't strengthening any part of me, especially not my heart. But they don't, if they don't want to work my heart too hard right now, they're the ones in charge. They get to decide when we're going to do this or do that. But, it's not elevating my heart rate. And they walk by with this chart and they're like, "Can you pick a number on this chart of how difficult this exercise is?" And I'm like, it's not. I've been walking. I walk all day long, going for a 30-minute walk at a literally a casual pace. Doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't elevate my heart rate. It doesn't do anything. So it's not strengthening my heart. It might be making it worse. Who knows? But I'm just going to have to believe that they know what they're doing and just go with it. It's a long program. It's 12 weeks. So it's not like we have to rush into anything, but it does get a little, tedious. I'm like, okay, what are we doing? Oh, okay, get on the treadmill and walk at this 20-minute mile pace. Slower than you would go for a walk to check your mail, or, if you were walking through Walmart, we're going to walk at half of the pace that you would normally walk at, because we're trying to exercise your heart. But, okay, I'm following the program. I'm doing what they say. It's all going to be all right. But it gets a little, bleh, I don't know. Sometimes I just kind of puts me in a bad mood, but I'll just blame it on the heart attack. So anytime I don't like something, that's just a side effect of having a heart attack. And if I'm in a bad mood, it's just a side effect of that. And if I can't remember something, I have cognitive issues as a result of having a heart attack. Everything's the heart attack is to blame for everything. I don't know how long I'm going to get away with that, but I'm going to milk that as long as I can. That way, I don't have to admit to people that I can't remember shit half the time, or that I can't hear because I'm deaf, mostly deaf. So anyway, that's all that happened today. I did go to work. It wasn't a difficult day at all. My friend Igor, my coworker Igor, worked with me today, and he did most of the difficult stuff anyway, all of the difficult stuff actually, and I did stuff on a computer and talked on a walkie-talkie and talked to a customer. That's pretty much all I did. But it's a two-man job, so But I was thankful. Igor's a great guy. I love working with Igor. We don't get to work together very often anymore because, we're both like management people. So back when we were both just doing technician stuff, we used to get to work together fairly often. But now it's, I have new people that I go work with, and he has new people he's working with because we're trying to train up a newer crew. And so he and I don't actually get to work together on any projects lately very often. So it's always fun to get to go back and hang out with Igor. He's not even going to, I tell people this all the time, he's the smartest guy I know. He's way too smart for doing for working with me. But I've learned a lot from him with regard to the type of work that we do. And technology stuff. But yeah, so I guess, in that regard, it was fun. I like hanging out with Igor. Tomorrow, it's going to be, different. There's probably going to be a lot more movement involved, a lot more walking, stuff like that. So we'll see how I feel tomorrow. Today was kind of a short day. It was kind of an easy day. I was still a little tired. I think I started out tired. I didn't sleep very well at all last night. So I had a crappy night, and so I just wasn't feeling it at all today. But one thing I did notice, and I didn't notice it right away, it wasn't until about 9 o'clock or 9:30 in the morning when I realized that I hadn't felt nauseous that morning. So that was an interesting thing. So I'm either adjusting to the medication better now, or what my routine was this morning was the routine that I need to follow. So I'm going to keep doing that. The only thing I didn't do much different. The only thing I did differently was I ate more for breakfast than I normally would. So I loaded up on some fruits and stuff too that I added to my normal routine in the morning. So I took in more calories, so the eating might be okay to alleviate the nausea. I might just not be eating enough when I take the medicine. But with this medicine, the nausea is less anyway. But I didn't have any of that nausea this morning. And it didn't get it actually until coming up on lunchtime, probably around 11:15, 11:30, I started to notice that I was starting to feel nauseous. And I just associated it kind of with, I guess when I get hungry, I'm going to start feeling nauseous. So I need to keep something on my stomach, I guess. So I snacked throughout the day after that, just to make sure I had something, in my stomach. And it wasn't too bad. I didn't have a whole lot of issues with the nausea. So improvements in that regard. And I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay right now. The neighbor asked how I was feeling, said I looked good. Everybody lies about that because they're like, oh, I haven't seen you in a long time, and I know you had a heart attack, but you look good. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't. I look like shit, and I look tired all the time, and I'm pale, and, bald. So anyhow, Yeah, that's so, it's fun. I talked to the neighbor and we caught up on things. And so overall, it was a good day. Except for that, I had some disappointment in the technology area today. I'm probably not going to go into it, but something was delivered today, and I was looking forward to it a lot, and it turned out to be a piece of shit. So remember my last rant on the piece of shit, but in this case, it wasn't a piece of shit by design. It was a piece of shit because it was used, and it had been used and abused. So it looked good, but the internal components weren't operating very well. So yeah, piece of shit. You take that risk when you're going to buy used stuff online, which is a lot of what I do. I get on eBay and stuff and sell stuff and buy stuff. And yeah, I bought something used, and it looks great. It looks brand new when you're looking at it. Everything's intact. It's not even scratched up. It's there's no marring on anything. But yeah, internally, sounds like you're talking through a bullhorn and sandpaper. So it's all screwed up. It was just used a lot, which says something for the manufacturer that it was used extensively, probably for several years before the person upgraded or bought a new one and decided to sell this one on eBay. But it's a name brand that I trust. I have equipment from them, and it's always been good. I don't have any complaints about it, but that one was just worn out. It was a deal. I got a deal on it. It was a bargain, just not a good one because it's a piece of shit. But I'm not going to return it because that's kind of stupid. I knew I was buying a used thing, and there's no guarantee that it's going to meet my standards when it shows up. My standard is that it's supposed to operate just like it's a brand new thing. So, I can't really hold it to that standard. It's usable. It's just not usable for what I'm doing because those, that static and stuff is going to come through in the recording at random times. And sometimes you can hear it in the monitoring headset. Sometimes you can't. And when I went back, I tested it, went back and listened to the recordings. I'm hearing all this in the middle of when I'm talking. And so, yeah, it's a no-go. No good for streaming or recording a podcast or anything that you don't want to have to go back and record again, apparently. So that's where I am with that. But, there's always more stuff coming in the mail. That's what happens. So yeah, in the next couple of days, actually, there will be some other stuff. But if it doesn't work, I'm just going to get on here and complain about it. So if it works, you may not ever know because I'll just plug it in and I'll be using it, and you won't know that it was good because I didn't bitch about it for 20 minutes online. But that's where we are today, and I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going to take care of some things. So everyone have a good evening and enjoy your day tomorrow, and I'll talk to you again. Maybe tomorrow, probably tomorrow. If not, sometime in the next couple of days. All right, everybody take care.